Okay. Good evening and welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. This evening, I just wanted to just touch base with you guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening. And I need to wake us up. I'm not going to relent. We will not stop. We will keep waking us up. We need to connect and be sure. We have to wake our people up. Our job is to do that. What I want to do, the picture that you see in front of you. Good evening, those of you joining us on both Facebook and YouTube. Let me just check that we've got the connections and everything is up and running. Good evening to you all. Welcome to Citizen AY. This is probably going to be a quick 1 hour broadcast very quickly. Want to say a big thank you to Omaba for the broadcast this evening, enlightening in Yoruba language to encourage our people that we need to really work together and take steps. So I don't know if you can hear me. Whoops. Can you hear me? Okay, hang on. Can you hear me? Let's just go and check on the other side. Sorry about this. This may be, I'm just going to check quickly. 1 second. I think I know what it is. Just bear with me. I will fix it in that case. I think I know what it is. Properties. Yeah, that's okay. That's working fine. Everything is in. Okay, output, properties. 1 second. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Okay, so 1 second, please. Okay, can you all hear me? I'm just trying to make sure that you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good evening. Let me just check that we're here. Can you hear me? I'm trying to make sure you can hear me. Oh, sorry. Yes, you can. Sorry, you can hear me. Sorry. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay, now let me just check the other side as well, please. I want to just check on Facebook to make sure you can hear me as well. Can you hear me? Can you all hear me? Okay, you can. I can see that. Yes, we're good. We're good to good. Okay. Good evening and welcome to you all. Okay, good evening, good evening. Please do share. Good. Thank you. I just want to make sure I check things before we proceed because I do not like to go ahead and make be talking away and nobody hearing us. So please do share this broadcast. Go to Citizen AY on YouTube and please subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube and share the platform because it's very, very important. We need a lot of we need your support. The platform is doing very well, but like I said, the best way you can help us is to subscribe. Just go on the subscription button. I'm going to give you the link for you to subscribe. It's very, very easy. First thing you should do every time you come in is we encourage you to please go and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube, because that would really be of help. Now, we are just trying to reach as many people as possible and to make us all wake up. There's a lot of work for us all to do. There is many of us. I want us all to believe that we can do this. We can. I want us all to believe that we're going to be. We need lots of captains on this ship, on this journey. We need lots of leaders. We need you to be. You watching me, you're a leader. The fact that you have access to be able to have a broadband and to be able to watch me, if you're in diaspora, you have a role to play. I want to really emphasize that. You have a role to play. It's very, very important that we understand it. And please go, as I said, please subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Just click on that link. First thing you do, subscribe. Very, very important. Because we want that platform to continue to grow and we want to bring information to you. What you see on your broadcast this evening is something pretty straightforward. It's talking about the issue of that The biggest, do you know the biggest industry we have? The biggest industry we have in contraption Nigeria right now, the biggest industry we have is not manufacturing, no. It's not mining, no. It's not education, no. It's not science and technology, no. It's not even internet. It's none of those things you would expect. The biggest industry we have are what you're seeing on the screen right now. And that industry is none other than religion, both Christian and Islam. I'm going to show you a few things. You see, if we do not begin to wake our people up, we are going nowhere. We have to prepare the minds of our people to wake up. You see, going to the church and the mosque in contraption Nigeria right now, it's like a drug addict going to get his daily fix. And the more we take that daily fix, the more helpless we become. Our job is to wake you up, myself and others. We will not relent. The first thing to do, the message we want to convey to you is this: you have a right to self-determination, and you have the right to ensure that you put your government, you hold your government to account, to put in place a referendum. But without the first job we have is to wake our people up. Our people are asleep. Our people are asleep. Look at this now. People are in churches, just like you see with that man there. Sorry about this. I don't know what's happened there. Oh, okay. Let me just get that back. Sorry, I don't know what's happened there. 1 second. I don't know what happened there. Can you see me? I'm coming back. I'll be back in a second. I don't know what's happened. Just try to test it. Okay, give me a second. Everything was working fine, but it just seems to have just paused for a second. So give me a minute. I'll get that sorted out and we can crack on with the show. But like I said, the picture that you see, that is the most important thing that I want you to bear in mind. Let me just make sure I got this right. I just want to make sure something seems to have just happened with the pictures. I've lost my visuals and I need to be able to have you guys on there. But if it doesn't work, that's not a problem. We'll get it sorted out in a jiffy. We can get that sorted out, no problem at all. It just needs us to be a bit more attentive to it. Okay, all right. I think I know what it is. Just give me a minute, so we'll get that sorted out. These things do happen because we're on the live broadcast. Things will happen sometimes, and you just have to just adjust to it. But like I said, what you see in the picture, by the way, the picture that you're seeing is very important. I want you to connect to it. It is part of who you are. It is the resources in your soil. Whilst I'm doing this, I'm going to continue to get this working. I just need to resolve that issue and hopefully it should come back. It shouldn't be a problem to come back in a due course. So let's see what's happened here. Okay. 1 second. Just trying to get that working. I don't know what's happened there. It just seems to have just died a death. So be me a minute, please. We're trying to work this out. Now, like I said, the pictures that you see there, and if I don't come back in terms of the visuals, you can still hear me. But we're trying to just iron out this issue quickly because it's very important. The visuals make things work better when we are all connected and we're back and all of that. So I don't know what's happened, but I'm going to get the visuals back. So we're working on that briefly. So whilst I'm waiting for this to come back in, we're just gonna do something quick. I'm not gonna go away, so let me just check what is going on. Not quite sure what's going on. Yeah, but anyway, we will get there. We're trying to understand it. Like I said, the message here is that we must continue to wake our people up. Our people are asleep, and what our job is to wake them up. What's going on with this today? Okay. Okay, it may have come out from there. I don't know if it's come out from there. Sorry. I think it may not work today. Something has happened that I cannot quite fix right now. And I just haven't got the time to fix it because I think I know exactly what it is now. But I don't know if I can get it done today. Right. But anyway, let me show you something. Whilst we're doing that, we will try another way. I'm hoping that we can get it resolved. Oh shit. Okay, that's what's sorry about my swearing there. It's just something has just happened now on the broadcast live on air, and I cannot bring myself back on air at the minute because the visuals is simply not there. I'm going to try and look at another way to resolve this in the short term. I'm hoping that at least we can do that if I can, but I don't know if it will work, but we will try because there is something that's just probably had a malfunction and we need to get that fixed in the short term. It may not work quite as intended, but nonetheless we will do something about it in due course. So let's try again. Oh man, okay, now what I'm gonna have to do is I cannot do this without a visual. It's very difficult to do it because the message that I need to press upon you is not there at the minute, but I will endeavor in all I can. This is just unfortunate that this happened right now. I didn't realize it gone until just now, so I'm trying very hard to fix that. I hope it works. At least I hope it works. I'm just hoping that you can see me because it's important. The message I'm trying to put across to you guys is very important. Okay, whilst that is going on, I'm going to show you something. That's the picture, so please just bear with me. My voice, you can hear my voice. We will go with that for now. What I'm going to do in the short term whilst I'm trying to fix this is I want to show you something. I want to show you the 10 most industrious countries in the world. And I will show you something about that in a minute. In fact, before I do that, I want you to see something. Nigeria has, I want you to watch this whilst we're doing this. So whilst I'm trying to solve that, I'll talk about this. I'm hoping that it will work. I'm sure you can see that. Nigeria has an estimated 23,640 health facilities, according to the Federal Ministry of Health census of 2005. This is back in 2005. While more healthcare facilities have been built in recent years, it appears that more churches and mosques are open in Nigeria than hospitals. I want you to stop and think about that for a second. I want you to stop and think about that for 1 second. Don't mind the visuals thing. We will get that solved somehow. I'm going to get that solved. I'm working on that as I speak, but I'm trying to make sure that this works. So this is what I wanted us to look at. We have a nation where the people, there are more churches than mosques in contraption Nigeria. There are more, like I said, churches and mosques than hospitals in Nigeria. So you can see there is a clear underinvestment in healthcare infrastructure, and the government is simply not doing enough. And the same government, you will notice they are asking you to go and pray. So instead of giving you money, instead of putting money into our infrastructure for healthcare, for roads, for light, for water, this is what they're doing. And that is why we have to put a stop to fraud, contraption Nigeria. We need to go for referendum. I do beg your pardon. I'm not sure what happened here, and I'm trying very hard to fix it. But it may work, it may not work. So what I wanted to bring to your attention was that figure there. And our people go to church and pray. We pray. Look, praying is a business. It is not a spiritual thing. Many of you must begin to understand that. We are hoping that by doing what we're doing, many of you will begin to understand that it is just a business. For many of those who are operating it, it is just a mere business. They're not interested in what happens with you. They're not interested in whether or not you get any you're healed or not. It is a distraction. What is worse is actually a distraction. It is designed to distract you from holding your governance to account. So we are here to show you this, to make sure. I'm still working on it as I'm talking to you, so beg your pardon. I just need to understand what's going on with this now today. It shouldn't be happening like this. Okay. So whilst we are doing that, we're still going to still keep trying to reconnect it and get everything working, because it should work. And it will work. I know it will come back. It's just a question of just making sure that we have everything as should be. Okay. So yeah, that's green there. Go here. Okay. So now here's one more thing I want you to also look at. 42. I want us to go and look at another thing. Here, there are over 10,000 churches and mosques in Lagos. The commissioner of Lagos said, this is May 2021, last year. There are over 10,000 churches and mosques in Lagos. In Lagos alone, no, 10,000. 10,000. Now, can anybody guess how many health facilities are there in the same Lagos? Have a guess. Let's have a guess. Whilst I'm waiting for this to load up, I'm still trying to work on it. It is rather a surprise that this has happened now. But I'm not going to be defeated like this anyway. I'm not going to give up. So, now, I want you to just think about that. The picture there are over 10,000 churches in Lagos alone, no, nowhere else, so just in Lagos. Just in Lagos. In Lagos alone. And we need to really understand exactly what that means. It means that instead of our people seeking help in the right place, all the problems, you know that song, everything to God in prayer, and the Muslims as well, they have their own thing as well. Instead of us looking at solving our problems and the government encouraging us via other means to solve our problems in a way that is realistic, we choose the unrealistic way to solve our problem. Please don't forget to subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. I'll be back. The visuals are just gone at the minute, and I'm working hard to bring it back. I bet if I go in and come back on this thing, it will suddenly just appear just like that. So I'm working on that, but I don't know quite why it's doing this just now. It normally is functioning as normal, but there's something that I just can't seem to get working. So that is something that I wanted to look at in the meantime, that there are over 10,000 churches. Now, like I said, how many healthcare are in Lagos compared to the 10,000 churches? Oh, now let's go here. Let's go here. In Lagos, there are, in Nigeria, where it comes to matter of health, Lagos is listed among the state's high-end class because of the number and variety of general specialist healthcare on offer. Statistics from the Healthcare Facilities Monitoring and Accreditation Agency, FMA, shows that in Lagos there are 26 registered general hospitals, 256 public health care centers, 8,886 private hospitals or specialist clinics, laboratories, diagnosis centers, in addition to an estimated 160 traditional medical centers. Now, when you put all that together, they are not up to 3,000 facilities. Now, again, there are over 10,000 churches. So you can see, without doubt, that religion of Islam and Christianity is a distraction. It is a distraction. One that we must work together to dismantle, to remove. We have to wake up the minds of our people. Our people have been blinded by this religion, and stop them from taking the necessary action they need to take. You cannot have a viable nation if you have none of the following which I'm about to mention. If you have no mining sector, industry, if you have no educational sector that's funding and provided and maintained, if you have no research and development, if you have no road maintenance, if you have none of those infrastructures in place, rail, bridges, healthcare, electricity, if you don't have that, you cannot have a viable economy. It is as simple as that. And these are the things that we come on air to talk to you about. I'm sorry the visuals will not show up today, but I'll be back later on, and I'm going to resolve this later. So now I want to show you why this is important. You see, in countries where things work, nobody's saying you can't pray. You pray in your own time. In the UK, the number of people who are praying have dropped by 1 million, dropped to 1 million from 60 million people. And they're productive, they're very, very productive. I'm going to show you a list of 10 countries with in most industrious countries in the world. Let's go and have a look at it. Let's go. Where is it? Not this one. I'll come back to that. That's not what I'm looking for. Sorry. Now, here are the top 10 as of 2020. The top 10, largest manufacturing nations of the world. Top 10. Can you see the picture? It says here, United States, China, Germany, Japan, India, South Korea, Mexico, UK, Taiwan, Canada. And I think in 10th place is Indonesia or India, somewhere thereabouts. Let me see. Is it? Yeah, Singapore. Singapore is in 10th place as of 2016. Now there's change. South Korea has changed places with UK, I think, and then Canada is there. Taiwan. There is no Nigeria on that list, though. There is no Nigeria on that list. That's what I wanted to bring to your attention. There is no Nigeria on that list. I'm going to come back and do a better job of this later, but I wanted to show you this. So whilst we have one of the highest number of churches per square mile in Lagos, in Ogun, in the whole of Nigeria, and mosques, you see, those mosques and churches, every time they open up, they are preventing mining industry to take place. They are preventing manufacturing to take place. They are preventing healthcare to take place. They are preventing so many of these things. Manufacturing is the foundation of everything. Manufacturing will create jobs. What again? I reiterate the word I used. 1 second. Let me just get this out. Where is it now? What was the word now that I used? 1 second. I want to just make sure you understand quite how bad things have got for us. The biggest industry we have in your contraption Nigeria is religion. Religion has occupied the minds of the people, and every time the government says, when they know that the people are beginning to wake up, they always say, let us pray. We're going to have a 3-day prayer session. It is a way, it is a drug. Religion has become a drug, an opium of the mind to keep the people dull, to keep the people subdued, so the government can go away with the corruption and the lies that they've been telling us. So I'm here to open your mind, to make you understand. As you are seeing on the list there, you won't see Nigeria on that list too. You see it. In 2016, China, United States, Germany, Japan, South Korea, United Kingdom, Taiwan, Mexico, Canada, Singapore. In 2020, United States, China, Germany, Japan, India, South Korea, Mexico, United Kingdom, Taiwan, Canada. And the thing is, we have the over 40 mineral resources. As you see on this picture, here's the link. I want you to remember this. I'm going to bring that back. Sorry about that. I am in the picture, but it's not coming back for some reason. What you see on the picture, these are resources that are in our land. Over 40. Praying in the church alone will not give us what we need. Many people have resorted to praying in the church for jobs. When we have the resources here, what we need to do is to wake our people up to begin to learn how can I use our mineral resources to provide what we don't have. So we go and use bitumen, for example. Bitumen can be used to create, to fix our roads. So we encourage, the government should be enabling bitumen. We have bitumen in 3 states. Ondo State, Ogun State, and Eko. I know they call it Lagos, but I call it Eko. Those 3 states, they have a high, very high concentration of mineral reserves of bitumen. Now, Ondo State in particular has 42 billion tons. I will come back and show that later on. And I want to reiterate this. Now, that 42 billion tons is the second largest in the entire world. It's the second largest in the entire world. And our government, while they are telling you to go and pray and waste your time, the same government that we have this bitumen, they are importing 4 million tons every year. Your prayer is not going to, and nobody will answer that prayer, because the people who are denying you your good quality of life are your government. You do not build a nation without a manufacturing base. What we have become is purely a mineral extraction base. We need to change that. And it is the first place to start with. That's why we have to go for referendum. But we need to wake you up first. You need to wake up from this drug that you are under. The religions of Islam and Christianity are drugs in that contraption. I kid you not. You don't see the name of Nigeria on the list of manufacturing countries. It says there. Let me make it bigger. Make it bigger. You see? Can you see? Manufacturing countries. We are not on that list. But we are on the list where they're saying that Nigeria has got the fastest growing religion thing. Let me show you what I mean. Here's what the papers have been putting down. Where is it? 1 second. Where is it? I hope I find it. Yeah. You see that? Nigeria, where religion is big business. And you have to understand that. You need to, this is a very, very important message. When people are telling you pray, God is the only answer, it is a lie. It is a huge lie. If you believe that you go and pray, you will get a job. You will pray there, and jobs will walk past you, and you will still be in the same spot. Because it is a lie. It's a trick. The government should be, we are blessed with over 40 mineral resources, like I said. Nobody should be unemployed in that contraption. Those who are in power, I'm telling you, they are importing 4 million tons of bitumen as we speak. When we have 42 billion tons of bitumen that we can use to improve all our roads and export. This bitumen, I'm telling you, Israel hasn't got it. Go and research it. This bitumen, I'm telling you, go and research it. Israel have not got it. Israel is heavily dependent on raw materials. It is time, if we are going to build a future for the coming generation, this is why we have to go for Yoruba nation, Biafra nation, Igbo nation, Middle Belt. Yoruba nation, Igbo nation, Middle Belt. We have to go for that. Because we have been lied to for so long. My people, it is time we woke up. Nigeria, see the caption, Nigeria, where religion is big business. Let's read on a little bit to give you an idea. That's Bishop whatever Okotie. Let me just read this to you. An increasing number of Nigerians, 70 million Christian followers are also are followers of prosperity teachings. They believe that prosperity is a sign of spiritual blessing. Services are held in mega churches that hold thousands, with millionaire pastors preaching the word. A lady strolls down the street on her tablet PC as she reads the Bible along with the rest of the congregation. A huge diamond encrusted ring shining on her finger. Hanging from the ceiling of the household of God church are several chandeliers lighting up plush 5,000 seat auditorium. A water fountain hisses in the distance, though it is only heard when the dazzling character on stage singing passionately and occasionally speaking in tongues falls silent. That is the Reverend Chris Okotie, a former pop star turned pastor, businessman, politician. It is a business. Included him among the list of 5 wealthy pastors with assets between 3 million to 10 million. But where's the truth? Let me see. Let me go and look at the rich Forbes list. This is what I'm telling you. Nigeria, religion in Nigeria is big business. He has private jets. Let's go and look at it. Let's go and look at the Forbes list. Now, accept all. Let's go and look at the Forbes list. So, these are the people on it. It's not me writing it to pastors. So what I'm saying to you, to free our people's mind, we need to, those religions of Islam and Christianity are a drug used to blind us. We need to wake up. So these are the following pastors: Oyakilome, so Okotiebo, Ashimolowo, whatever, you know. Who are the other ones? Christian Embassy. What is the name again? David Oyedekpo, Chris Oyakilome, Temitope Jokwa, late Temitope Joshua, Matthew Ashimolowo, Chris Okotie, and others. Adeboye. Look at the top. It's not me saying it. Look at it. Let me just go back here. Sorry. Let me just step back. I'll step back. 1 second. Yeah. So the key thing here, I need to rush away. I need to rush off, and I'm going to come back later on and talk about this later on because I've got a problem with this. But I'm trying to manage it and do as best as I can in the time I've got. I need to head off again in due course. But what I wanted to show you this evening was to open our minds. It is time we woke up as Igbos, as Yorubas, as Middle Beltans. Nigeria, where religion is big business. And this is a message we have to tell our people over and over again. We mustn't relent. It remains a business. Whilst religion is a big business in contraption Nigeria, in other countries, look at what is big business. Contrast it. I want you to remember that. Top 10 global manufacturing competitiveness. There is nowhere in 2016 or 2020 that you will see Nigeria. And we are the 5th largest nation in the entire world. Did you hear me? Is it one of the 5th largest, 5th or 6th largest in the entire world? Let me just check that quickly. We are one of the most, and the most populous in Africa. We are the most populous in Africa as well. So let me just check something quickly while I'm doing that. So let me just make sure. 5th or 7th. 7th largest. Let me just check. I'm going to be back later on. I think in the world. So let's just have a look at this. Yeah. So we're the 7th largest. Yeah. So Nigeria is the 7th largest population in the entire world. Nigeria currently the world's 7th largest country. It has the fastest growing population. You understand? So we're the 7th largest in the world, but we are nowhere in the manufacturing. But instead, this is where we are number one. Oh, this is where we are number one. We are number one in the religion business. It's big business. And that religion will not provide jobs, though. Doesn't provide jobs for the people. Doesn't give them safety and security. It just occupies their mind with lies, things, inertia, helplessness, hopelessness. That is what it's doing. You can read yourself. You can read your Bible and the Quran yourself and interpret it the way you wish. Those churches and places, they are taking the space of the manufacturing business that will create jobs for you. The mosques that are around you, 10,000 churches and mosques in Lagos, they are taking the space of the manufacturing business that would create jobs for you. So you go into that church, go into that mosque, you are saying it is okay for them to take away your opportunity to earn a living for your family and for those of your children. The churches are big business. Make no mistake about that. The churches are big. Churches and mosques in contraption Nigeria, they are big business. And one more thing I'm going to show you, I want to say to you all tonight. I'm sorry my videos are not there, but you can hear me, and I will just carry on with this discussion as best as I can. I'll come back tomorrow morning if need be, and actually redo this and continue on this vein. I want to make sure we bring this on, and I will just please watch out for one of my broadcasts where I'll be talking about that bitumen in greater detail. 42 billion tons in Ondo State alone is enough to create to tar all the roads of Nigeria of that contraption, and there will be enough spare. So that's what I'm telling you. When we go for Yoruba Nation, we have mineral resources such as you see in this picture. Let me bring that picture back. Such as you see in this picture. These are the mineral resources in our soil. We don't have to worry about how we will survive on our own. The contractor in Nigeria can go and borrow whatever they want to borrow with China or whoever. When we stand on our own, we are standing for our people. And that is why a referendum is very, very important. It's very, very important. So first of all, we need to wake up our people. To the churches and the mosques that you are going to, they are purely business to occupy your mind, to keep you asleep, to keep you from questioning those in power. They've been doing this to you since you were 4 years old, to keep you from ever holding them to account. And they impose the fraudulent constitution on you. The church is part of the tools, church and the mosque are part of the tools they use to make you, to weaken you, to disempower you, to stop you from ever holding those fraudulent people who are in government to account. It is time to wake up. When we should be nowhere, you saw in that list again, and we have the resources. Nowhere on that list do you see Nigeria. Neither in 2016 nor in 2020. We are nowhere on the manufacturing list. But we are top number. We are one of the highest in terms of having churches. Highest number of 10,000 churches in Lagos alone. Don't take my word for it. Over 10,000 churches and mosques in Lagos alone. This is what they're using to occupy the minds of the people. No wonder our children see no hope and they turn to killing each other, turn to rituals. Because the churches and the mosques are doing a specific job to weaken the minds of the people, to remove the visions of the people to be able to see a better future in their own land. So I'm here to urge you, those of you watching this, I do apologize that the visuals have gone. I will fix that. I will endeavor to fix that in due course. Come back, and I'm hoping that it will be fixed. I think it should be all right when I fix it, because it's just not holding up at the minute, and I need to probably reset and restart, and it'll probably be fine. But in the meantime, I don't know what it is that is doing at the minute. I just don't seem to be able to get that working. But nonetheless, what I want you to remember, look at the headlines there. Over 10,000 churches and mosques in Lagos alone. Do you know what that is going to do? They are designed, they are actually shouting and shouting and shouting. The idea behind those things is to stop you from using your mind to think. When you are hearing noise, do this, do this, do this, do this. It is a way to numb your mind from using your mind. Your mind is a powerful tool. Your mind is a powerful tool. If harnessed properly, you can reach the pinnacles of anything you want in the entire world, your mind. But if you allow the noise, the noises of the churches and the mosques to numb your thinking, your thought process, your ability to fish for yourself, not to be given fish by somebody who wants to keep you on your knees forever. If you can harness that power, the sky is the limit for us all. In the journey that we're going for now, going for referendum, we need you all. We will need to work together, and we will need to open your eyes so that you can stand up and tell those who are in power now that you are not settling for anything other than a referendum. Because the current constitution is a fraud that was imposed by no more than 40 men. Babangida, Abdusalam, Abacha, and all of that. They wrote this and imposed it on your life, and they are the ones who are making your life a misery. And we cannot hold them to account. We want a referendum where every single one of us participates and decide if we want to be in contract with Nigeria or if we are going. As it stands, with everything, with the lack of infrastructure, we have every right to decide to go for self-determination and separate away from contract with Nigeria. But before we do that, we need you to understand that church is a big business. It's not what you think it is. They are selling it to you as your salvation. For them, it is actually a money-making business. Nigeria, where religion is big business. And they are doing the bidding of the colonials. But I'll talk more about that later on. Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize. I will have to bring this broadcast to an end. I've tried to go as far as I can. It's difficult to put the visuals without having my face there to really, so I can actually expatiate more. There's a lot more that I want to say, but it needs, there is a way where if my visuals are there, that message is that much more, it's clearer. But in the meantime, all I will say is I thank you for watching this broadcast. And like I said, continue to share. Facebook are playing games. They've been bringing the numbers down. It doesn't matter. Please do not forget to subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. I would urge you, please go ahead, subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. And you've got the link above there. I endeavor to do that. This platform, we are only interested in speaking truth to power and to enlighten our people. And one of the things that I want you to know is that the message we are giving you is to empower you to be able to speak up for yourself. You see, when we can all speak up for ourselves individually and put that power together collectively, no force on this planet can stop us from achieving our goal of self-determination. No force on this planet. So first of all, we need to first wake you up from the drug, because religions of Islam and Christianity, in contrast to Nigeria specifically, is a drug designed to enslave your mind, to keep you from ever holding those who are in power to account. So we are here to urge you, those of you watching this, share this with family and friends if this resonates with you. If you agree, if what you see makes sense to you, if it makes sense to you, share with people. Nigeria, where religion is big business. Big business. Religion is big business. Now, let me show you on this list. Global manufacturing. It does not show Nigeria there. These countries do not see religion as big business. They don't. And this is where you know that this is the contraction called Nigeria. We want no part of it, because they have not provided for the future. And what is worse, they are importing 4 million tons of bitumen that we have in our land. They are importing oil that we have in our land. They're refusing to build infrastructure so we can tap into our resources and create jobs. That's the clearest indication that is a failed state. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is left for me to say now is I want to thank you for joining this broadcast. I know it's short. I'll come back later on. I'm going to try and sort things out, but I need to go and do one or two things. I might be back later on tonight. If not, it'll be tomorrow morning. And I'll continue and expatiate further on this topic here. Nigeria is, the biggest business in Nigeria is religion. And that is the fact. Other countries in the world, manufacturing is where they are. They're going for manufacturing. They're planning for the future. You see, when you have manufacturing, you are planning for the future of the coming generation. You make things. You can, even if it's renewables, you are producing things. By doing that, you create jobs. What is happening is that Nigeria is becoming, that contraption is an end user. People will produce things and you have to pay for this thing and with your own money. And the government is failing to provide anything for you. They're not giving you no infrastructure, no healthcare, no road, no water, no school, no bridges, no safety, no security. I could go on. Pensioners are dying. There is no safety. Our elders should be protected. They should be getting free healthcare. There should be no issue about their pension. They should not be dying on the pension queue. Our workers should be well paid. We have the resources and we can do this, given the right governance. Unfortunately, those in power, they're intent on dominating and oppressing and suppressing, and they use religion. These same people, Alaji this, Alaji that, pastor this, pastor that, pastor this, and all of that, it's all designed to make you bow to them. We say no more to this. We want no part of this. None of us should want to be part of this. None of us. It is a stain. It is a stain on our ancestors. It is a stain on the coming generation to sit down and watch as they put 10,000 churches and mosques where we should be having manufacturing. It's a curse that we're putting on our children if we let that happen. Let that continue to happen. So I urge you all. I want you all to wake up. The caption says it all. I will put it here before I want you to see it yourself. Nigeria, where religion is big business. It is indeed. That's the only way you can describe it. It's big business. And it's time we dismantle it. Once we wake our people up, the churches are not there to help you. No church can provide you a job. You can pray all you want. When your government is using 4 million, when they're importing 4 million tons of what you have, your government is taking food from your mouth, taking food from your table, taking food from your children. And until you stand up and hold those people in government to account and begin to say, we want referendum. This constitution is a fraud. We want no part of it. We are not having elections. There should be no 2023 elections. There should be no 2023 elections. We should all stand together and say we want no part of this fraudulent governance. Yes, if they give you money, take it. But tell them that you've suffered long enough. We have over 40 mineral resources. I will keep reminding you. I'll put the picture up even though I cannot appear myself. I want you to see that picture and remind you. It's a refresher to make you remember that. Let me just get this back up. Sorry. Yeah, here we go. To remind you, it's a refresher. Everything you see in this picture here, these are resources in our land that we have in abundance. We are blessed beyond compare. We are blessed beyond compare. Those in power want you to believe that just pray. But they are the ones who have denied you access to the resources. Nothing to do with Allah or Jesus, whatever they want to call it. I don't believe in that myself. I'm a Yoruba man. I believe in my ancestors. Without my ancestors, without our ancestors, we Yorubas, we Igbos, Middle Belt, we wouldn't be here. Our ancestors, they were on this land for thousands of years, and they knew what they saw in it, and they were leaving behind for us, the children, benefits and riches that it's a land of milk and honey. But those in power, they've lied to us. And they're using religion to cover our eyes. They're using the religion of Islam and Christianity to cover our eyes. We need to wake up, particularly in that contraption. Religion is big business. Every single church, every single mosque that you see, whatever space they occupy, they are denying you jobs. Because instead of you praying and spending 10 hours in a church 7 days a week, imagine if those churches were manufacturing businesses. That would create millions of jobs. There would be no poverty, period. Because we have the resources. It's time we woke up. So I urge you all, this is a message that we must share. Please, if it resonates with you, please do share, share, and share. I will have to wrap it up here. I thank you for joining me. I'm going to try and fix the visuals later on. I'll be back later on. Unfortunately, I do have to stop now and move on. I'll be back later on. Thanks for watching. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I will leave you with this. I want you to have this picture in your mind. Oh, where is it? I want you to have this picture in your mind to make you wake up. There are over 10,000 churches and mosques in Lagos. Over 10,000. And I want you to see that there is no equivalent amount in terms of healthcare. In the healthcare, there's 2,886. You see that? You see it? And it's only 256 health centers. And some of them, they don't have anywhere equipment. They're not equipment. So on two fronts, you are being denied. Every church that is opening, they are not creating jobs for you. They are stopping manufacturing from flourishing. Manufacturing, your business to grow. They are there to close your mind, do the bidding of the government, and keep you enslaved. It is time we free ourselves. We have to go for referendum. Referendum now. And we say no to 2023 election. We don't want nobody, all of those politicians telling you to come and vote. They are fraudsters. Because they cannot, if you go and ask them why, tell them to explain to you why it is that we have bitumen, 42 billion tons of bitumen in our land, and we are importing 4 million tons of bitumen every year. To the tune of, we're having to pay something like 300 billion naira, 1.2 trillion naira every 4 years. It's time we woke up, my people. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. What I'd like to do before I go here is to urge you to please subscribe to us. And please, if this message resonates with you, please do share. I'm going to do this. I do apologize for the visuals couldn't come back, but you can hear me. We will continue to speak truth to power. Please go and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. The link is on the platform there. Go ahead. Those of you on other platforms as well, please just go to Citizen AY. Type Citizen AY on YouTube. Subscribe. Please share this broadcast. The last thing I will leave with you is to understand that religion is big business in Nigeria. It is not what you think it is. To you, it seems like they sell it to you like a salvation. To them, the more they can put you in there, the more they can keep you enslaved. You need to wake up. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power.